got one for you, Larry. What advice would you give the police to improve their relationships with young men?
Yeah.
Well, I can answer that one. I partner in a couple of different programs that I ran, and also the charity that I helped one of my teams start. We partnered with the 4th District. As that over the 4th District, he is really amazing. He was really good for me to get to know. And again, I'm not that older than, I'm not that much older than the kids that I've been told. So I know how they feel. Like a lot of the things that they see on TV, the burgers and things. So, with those negative aspects coming into play and affecting their minds and what they feel about police, what police have to do is they have to, I believe that they should give them, not give them a reason to feel that way. One thing that I express to them, my kids that change their mind and give them a chance, or they voluntarily give CPD a chance. An experience that I had when I was stuck out of the polar vortex or Arctic blast or whatever it was. 2 police officers helped me out of nowhere. And living on the east side, we're pretty much the forgotten side of the city. We normally don't get anything or we have less of everything. For me to tell that story, they gave me a ride living a half a mile full of snow and took me back to my car because I couldn't pay any start. So with that story alone, I don't look at any of them differently. As much as they are out there to help us, I give them a chance. I give everybody a chance. And that's what I feel like as I put on the kids, you should give them a chance. And the same with the police, you should give the youth a chance. You shouldn't just jump down on them when you see a stereotype of the type of guy. Me, myself, I've been victim of it, and I still hold no grudges, but we have to stop stereotyping. We have to, it's a chance that you have to be given to gain respect. So if the police want respect, they have to respect the kids and the youth. And the same with the youth, they have to respect them because they are a figure of law. So.
All right, Jerry, thank you. So somebody wants to know if you're hopeful for the future.
I don't know if hopeful is the word. I am hopeful for the future. I'm also determined. It's not a question of whether the change is going to come. It's going to happen. It just everything takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely going to happen.
So here's a question for all panelists. We'll start with you, Freemake. What historical figures inspire you and why? Just real quick. What people in history inspire you and why?
I read about him in, I think it was 4th grade, and it just always stuck with me. Cesar Chavez, maybe it was because I was younger that all of his works seemed even bigger than he did. He did big work, but I just remember reading about him and getting inspired, and part of the project was to make a puppets about him. So I just really enjoyed the fact that he worked with people who didn't have much to their names, and he brought people together, he made change for them, and I think that's what, if everybody did that too, we all work together, there could be a lot of change that can happen.
Cesar Chavez. All right. Berto, what historical figures inspire you?
I think, although I do have historical figures that I look up to, like Malcolm X, Tupac, Chavez,
Quite a collection.
And I think sometimes, ordinary people are underrated, in mainstream society. And I think what I look up to is any immigrants. Immigrants who, leave a whole country, leave a whole system that they know in order to pursue a better life. Not knowing the language, not knowing the lies ahead, they're just going to a whole new place just so that their kids can have what they did. And to me, that's more than any historical figure could give to me.
All right, Mariana? I'll give you a chance to think. You hard.
For me, I think that question, the answer you can give for that question is like just the way. First and foremost, I think that a historic figure can be anything from a media outlet person, a person who's put out a media outlet, or you have a person, a John Doe, who makes a huge difference. I think for me, it's just like everybody in this room right now is a historic figure. Like literally, if you didn't care, like you wouldn't be sitting here. Like if you didn't care for a difference, to make a difference, to listen to how you could possibly make a difference, you wouldn't be sitting there. Like you wouldn't take notes. You wouldn't even listen. So I think anybody that tries to make a difference is a historic figure. So I think people in general, we are involved in this like faster than anything. So I think, with a little bit of guidance and stuff, we all want to like try to.
All right, Mariana, take a chance to think a little bit.
Okay. Okay, he's really underrated. You know what? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Langston Hughes, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like Langston Hughes revolutionized poetry, and what he did basically told me that I could utilize my resources and I can bring about change. Because everyone knows he was a poet, and he used like the Harlem Renaissance, but the Black Harlem Renaissance, so that was a period when African Americans were at the height of their time with jazz, acting. He used that to like portray different messages. And one of my favorite poems by him is I don't know this was the name, but I call it The Glass Staircase. It's basically the mother.
Crystal Stair.
Yeah, Crystal Stair. There you go. And it's basically the mother talking to the son about the challenges she had to overcome and why he should keep doing what he's doing. And I just feel like he utilizes resources. He had, again, like I say, she who has the pen he who has the pen has the power. So he used that power that he had with his words, his metaphors, the way he tied things together. And when I feel like when you read a Langston Hughes poem, you move with the words, you groove with the words. He has a way with words, and he utilizes that way. So yeah, thank you, Langston Hughes. He utilizes his resources. What was it?
A literary figure. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask, we're coming to the end, and I want to apologize to those of you whose questions I didn't get a chance to read. I got through as many of them as I could and tried to combine some that seemed to be similar. But when we practice this, I promised the young people that the last question I would ask would be, what do you see as the biggest issue facing young people in Chicago? I'm going to give each of them a chance to answer that question as we conclude this afternoon. And we'll start with Maria.
So, I think the best way to answer that question is to kind of break it apart. I don't think that one huge category of people can really relate to one top issue that they're facing. A lot of people share the same issues, so it's important to address them together. But there's a lot of people in the city and the county that are going through a lot of different things. So I know for myself, my experience with this is that when I was in high school, I was trying to get involved with the debate programs that I told you guys about. It was about $600 for us to go, and most of us were coming from low-income families. So if we even got permission from parents, because a lot of them were hesitant for some reason, we had to go door to door to fundraise money to get petitions from different people, and we worked really hard just to get our foot in the door at Augustana College with it at Youngstown. And there was a group of students from another school. The school paid for it. They got to go, and they weren't participators, but they got there, and we're over here working. Half of our training time was spent getting the money to get there. So we did some last minute training. We were the complete underdogs at UNER, but we came out champions. So I think that goes to show that even if you're given less than, you can definitely work towards it. But that really also shows the different education that people are getting across the city, county, nation. So I think education is a big issue. If you're giving more at your school, then you